The parameters of transformer, that is your losses in the winding and the core losses. If you can see this core, this is a laminated core, and the laminations over here are big, and there is a layer of varnish and a coating of silicon applied. This core is made of CRGO, cold rolled grain oriented steel, and this is done because to reduce the losses and to make the machine more efficient. And primarily the core is made of CRGO to reduce the core losses. So the core losses comprises of two components. One is your hysteresis losses. To reduce your hysteresis losses, there is a grading coating of silicon done over here. It's like that the transformer, whenever you are energizing, it is getting magnetized, and whenever you are taking the supply off, it is getting demagnetizing. So that process is called as hysteresis. And there are laminations of the surface, like that the area for the current flow gets reduced, and hence the eddy current losses are getting reduced by laminating the core. Now there are, see, as you can see over here, there is a primary side over here and there is a secondary side over here, and these are different types of tapping: 50% tapping, 86.6% tapping. So as we have decided, developed the equivalent circuit, so how to get your core or the copper losses. So if you want your shunt parameters, so for that you have to do open circuit test. And if you want your core losses of a transformer can be calculated by doing open circuit test. So open circuit test, if any transformer you will take in a lab, you have your phase, you have your neutral, and you will take a variac. Variac is an auto transformer wherein you can vary the voltage from 0 to 270, means 20 degrees extra it can vary. Here you will be connecting an ammeter, and across this you can connect a voltmeter like this, and you have a wattmeter where the connections are M and C, and this is your L, this is your V. So this is the primary first side, and if you have an air core you can represent like this, and this is your secondary side. So if you can see the secondary side of the transformer, in the secondary side we have left this open. Usually this transformer also, if you can see, this is my primary side. I am representing my primary side. I am connecting it to a variable supply, and this is my secondary side. On secondary side I can connect any load. It can be a television, it can be a computer, it can be anything. So this is my open circuit test. So open circuit test is done on, open circuit test would be done on rated voltage. So you want rated voltage. That is the reason I have connected a variac, because I want rated voltage. Suppose see over here it is showing 230 volts. So in the primary winding, in the LV side, I want this 230 volt. Then only my open circuit test would be carried on. So usually an open circuit test is carried on LV winding, low voltage winding. Why it is carried on low voltage winding? Because suppose if you have a 1:10 transformer, so 230 on one side and 2300 on another side. So if you are not keeping the LV winding open, and if you want to carry on the HV winding, then you need to generate 2300 volts. Is it possible in a normal laboratory setup? It is not possible in a normal laboratory setup. Hence the open circuit test is generally done on LV winding. And this is a wattmeter which I have connected here, and the wattmeter of the open circuit test, wattmeter is of low power factor, because usually we will see that the shunt parameter, the earlier we had seen the equivalent circuit of the transformer. So what we are going to calculate from the open circuit test is these parameters. Open circuit test will help you to calculate this core loss component. So these parameters open circuit test will help you calculate. With open circuit test we are going to calculate these parameters. So these parameters will be open circuit test. So to calculate open circuit test, usually you can take the impedance Y, E, and you can write it in terms of I by V at an angle of minus theta. Ammeter will give you your current. Ammeter will give you your current. The voltmeter across it will give you the voltage. You can also use a multimeter instead of a voltmeter if you don't have. And this can be reduced I by V cos of minus theta minus j sin theta I by B. So this component I by B minus cos theta and minus j sin theta, this component will give you I by B component, this will give you GC value, and this is minus j times BM value. So you will get a value of GC and BM from this YE, wherein RC, if you want, you just do GC is equal to 1 by RC, and BM XM, if you want, XM is equal to 1 by BM. So you will get the values of RC and you will get the values of RC is equal to 1 by GC and XM is equal to 1 by BM. So now same test, like this one thing we noticed that open circuit test is done on, this is a common question in they are asking in any state level examination also, JEE, AE examination, or they will ask in a competitive test. Open circuit test is done on low voltage winding, and the power factor meter required in this is low power factor meter required, and this is about the open circuit test basically. Now what, and you get the shunt parameters, you get your GC and you get your JXM. Now here you have RP, XP, RS, XS. Now what about your short circuit test? In the short circuit test, what you will do is that on the secondary side you will short this. So the secondary side is shorted in the short circuit test like this. Shorted, you will short the windings. So short circuit test is basically done on short circuit test. Circuit diagram will remain same. Short circuit test is done on rated current, and open circuit test was done on rated voltage. So short circuit test is done on rated current. So again, for this you saw LV winding. Here short circuit test is done on HV winding. Obvious reasons, current rating is getting reduced if you are doing on HV windings, and you will get the parameters of your copper loss. You will get from short circuit test, you will get your copper loss. So you can write short circuit ZE, your admittance is equal to V by I at an angle of theta. So you can write your V by I cos theta plus V by I j times sin theta. So this value will give you RP and this value will give you XP. And now if you want the equivalent diagram, you can write always RP plus A square RP and plus XP plus A square XP. So you get R equivalent plus J times X equivalent, wherein R equivalent is RP plus this thing and X equivalent is J times XP plus A square XP. So this is your X equivalent, this is your R equivalent. This was about the open circuit test and short circuit test. Now let's move to the efficiency and wind up the discussion. So efficiency of a transformer. How do you represent the efficiency of a transformer? So the efficiency of a transformer is given by output by input. Input is output plus losses. So efficiency of a transformer is given by output by input. So your output is in kVA, okay? kVA, and this is your input kVA plus losses. So losses are eddy current, losses are core and copper losses. So you can write kVA, plus your P copper plus your P iron. You can write iron and core one and the same thing. So maximum efficiency, when it can happen, you can multiply at any fraction. For example, maximum efficiency for this particular load will happen at your P copper is equal to your P iron. So P copper depends upon the full load current. So if at any fraction you are having full load current, X square P copper is equal to P iron. So this fraction, if you have to calculate, would be equal to P iron by P copper. So you will get at this particular value your full load efficiency. Here you can write, if you are writing at a fraction, so it becomes x times kVA, and here also it becomes x times kVA, and P copper will become x square times, because x is the current, load current, whereas your P core loss remains constant, hence it's also called as the constant losses. So this is also very important factor for considering an efficiency, and time and again it has appeared in various competitive exams like GATE or other things. So this is about the discussion about the transformer, the efficiency, the voltage regulation. Hope you have understood. Thank you very much.